So in that we learnt about what a basic understanding about DBMS, the database management system. Database management system itself is a huge topic. Okay, like another domain you can say. It is normally the back end. Back end is where the data is stored. So there is normally any application you talk about, they'll say front end, business layer, and the back end, the logic which is present. Okay, so back end is where the database comes into picture. Front end is the application front end, like a browsers or not, which we use to interact with your back end. Okay, in the middle there is business logic, which you can write in any programming languages. All things involves the languages only, because if it is a database, then it is the SQL language. One of that is structured query language, which we can use to store your data. Okay, those terminologies we saw about the storage engines. It is like the type of your database, how it looks like, what are the ACID properties, that is atomicity, consistency, and isolation and durability property, what it suffice. All those things we saw it yesterday. Okay, so about MySql, it's a relational databases where you can relate between the tables. I'll just have a go through. Okay, maybe yesterday we had have missed it, so one walk through little. So it is a relational database where you can relate between the different tables by keys, and it is platform independent. It can work on any platform. And what is a MySQL? It is a relational it's the same. It is written in a C or C++ language, and developed and maintained by Oracle Corporation. And we also saw that what is a DBMS? It is an organized set of data, collection of data which we stored. Organized in the sense in the form of rows and columns, likewise. Okay, easily retrievable. And about the RDBMS, they have given some explanation here how we achieve a relationship between the tables, which is used using the primary and the foreign keys. Okay, so some terminologies as like database, table is a matrix, column can be also called as attributes or fields or a data element, and rows can also be called as a tuple. Okay, rows you can say it as a tuple. And furthermore, about the keys, like primary key we have, foreign key we have, compound key, index, and integral reference. All, I mean, this is the concept that this is the aim of the any table to achieve it. Okay, if you have a primary key and a foreign key, so primary key is the key which uniquely identifies a tuple. Okay, a row I can say, or I can say a tuple also. And a foreign key is used to link between the two tables using the primary key. Okay, using a key which is a primary key. And compound key is the combination of two or more keys. Okay, so yesterday we saw here we are using two or more attributes. Okay, combination of two or more attributes. Yesterday we saw like person ID, we have made it as a primary key. Anything can be a primary key. Okay guys, but as I told yesterday, a primary key condition is it cannot be null, and it should be unique. Okay, because it will throw error when you are trying to write create a table with a primary key attribute means column name. Then if you say that a particular column name is a primary key, then if you don't give any value to that, if you don't insert any value, we will see that if any value it will throw error. Okay, and that primary key, if you are referring in another table, then it becomes the foreign key of that table. Okay, and a composite key is like in some cases, if you want to take this one order number and the person ID together as a uh, primary key or a foreign key. Say for example, person ID and the first name you wanted to keep it as a primary key together. Okay, so this is what they call it as a compound, you understand, no? Together of one or two attributes, if you take it, then that is called the compound key. There will be situation. Okay, like email id will be unique, right? Nowadays email id and phone number, if you wanted to combine it for a person, or if you wanted to combine a person with email id and this person id, likewise you can have combination of keys. It's at certain times that will also be a user case. User case means a necessity. Okay, when you are querying the database, that will also be necessary. Yes, Prakash. If you are using that as a primary foreign key into that, two primary key we cannot say. It is like two keys as a primary key only, that we call it as a compound. So if it depends, if you want that to be used as a foreign key, then it should be present in the other table also. Yeah, separate attributes like two separate columns, it will be there, that you can combine it together to retrieve a particular tuple. Okay, we call it as tuple only, it is nice. Tuple or a row of another table likewise. Okay, this is the concept about primary key and foreign key. So any relational databases which we saw as an examples, like Oracle SQL, MySQL, MariaDB, and PostgreSQL, and any relational databases, if we say, it will suffice this atomicity properties. Atomicity is any transaction I told you yesterday itself. If you are updating any values or doing any operations in your database, say for example you are creating any table, inserting values, creating a table is a transaction, or inserting values in a row is a transaction. Every single operation you can call it as a transaction in your DBMS, okay, in your database management system. So if it is complete, like all the elements that make up a complete database transaction, that say for example you are trying to insert values into this all the columns, and it is complete, then that we call it as an atomicity. And consistency defines the data points of the current state and the transaction after the transaction. It is like if you have an employee id 1, the employee id as 1, and he is employed or not, we say he is employed. After transaction, after inserting into the table also, he will be in the state of employed. Okay, he is not, he will not be in a state of not employed, or employee id is changed, likewise it will not happen. That is what consistency is. Consistency is the data which we enter into the table or into our database will be same. Okay, whatever we give as an input, that it will not be tampered and changed. That's what consistency is. And isolation is each operation will happen in isolation, okay, one by one. It will not be overlapping likewise, like insertion, creation of table and insertion will overlap, that will not happen. And durability is, it is always permanent. Okay, once there is a commit operation, okay, once it is done you cannot change it. Once you commit to the database, then you cannot change. It means it is always available to the user. That's what all these properties are. Okay, and furthermore about a structured query language we saw, and what is the structure also they say, like based on a logical and a physical structure, we say a program, this query language as a structure, that is MySQL as a structure, whereas logical represents the tables, views, or the indexes, which is the about the table, how the table looks like. Okay, whereas MySQL, this is, and whereas the physical is the actual data present in your table itself. Okay, and administrator will have access to all these stuffs. And furthermore, so there's some example. So MySQL will, whatever we are installing today will have a server and a client together. So server will client will send a request, the request in the form of SQL, structured query language, okay, or a query statements. Okay, and it will retrieve the data. This will be the response, retrieve the data, response, retrieve the data and give to the client. Okay, SQL request, request, request. Okay, this is the client part. If you, after installing, you will have a MySQL prompt. Okay, this you can think of where you will give all your commands, like select a star from the table name. This you can think it as a client. Whereas once it retrieves, no, anyway server will not be visible to us, actually it is stored in the server. You can think that it will retrieve and give it in the console itself. The output also will be seen by the client. In a larger enterprises or in the companies, this thing, two things can be segregated. Okay, there can be multiple servers, okay, where you can cater your data everywhere, and the client can be another application. As I told, MySQL workbench. Okay. Workbench is a kind of IDE or develop environment, not development environment, but GUI, that is graphical user interface, which can connect to the server and you can retrieve the data. Actually, you will give, when you are launching the MySQL web workbench, you will give the server address. Okay, that while we are installing, we can see. And now, since it is our terminal itself, we are installing both server and client, it will be local host. Local host, you understand, no? Local host means server is also present in the same machine itself. Okay, see, if you are started writing some web pages and all, what you will do, if you are installed any servers like Tomcat servers and all, normally you will run like HTTPS local host. Okay, it means the server is running at your machine only, and you are trying to launch your pages from the server, which is stored in the server likewise. Okay, that's how it is. Okay, furthermore, mm, why MySQL? It is easy and widely used. Good administrative level functionalities are in that. Easy to use, easy to learn also, and security wise, it is a very good too. Okay, that's why it's MySQL. We will not see our administrative part. Okay, we will not deal about our database administrator because that is not our aim. Our aim is as a developer only, or a database developer only, not as a administrator. So we will not touch that part in your mm, course. Okay, then about the storage engines, by default I told DB. Maybe they can ask somewhere like what is a storage engine for MySQL. In the later version, you can say it is a InnoDB. Earlier it was MyISAM. I told no about that search engines. It means if this search engine is selected, all these properties are applied to your whenever you are trying to create a table or update some value, all these properties will suffice inside the description. This you can go through it. Okay, and there are two types, they define it by transactional and non-transactional, row level locking and table level locking. This we have discussed yesterday itself. And furthermore, specifying and altering storage, so it is also possible that you can give your own engine type, which one you wanted to use. Okay, that they have given it here. So front end, that is what I was saying, like if you want a different client. Okay, for provisioning you can say like creating tables, adding elements into the table, adding or altering the table, all these things you can do it from the workbench. Okay, we will install this one only, not the other things. Okay, then you can use it. And versions is this I'm not sure, you check it, which is the latest one, latest subdivision. This is the version, you can download it from Google itself. Okay, two versions were available, enterprise and community servers. Okay, for Ubuntu 20.04 we will go with the version 8.0.20. Okay, workbench of version 8.0.20. Okay, so installation we started it. I think there was some problem. So about the server and client, I told client will send the request, SQL request to server, and it retrieves the response. Program to connect to client will have the program or the logic to connect to server, retrieve and modify the data. Okay, client request can have request in such a way that it can retrieve the data inside the server. Okay. Furthermore, we started the installation. Well, we installed actually. Okay, the server. This is enough. Installing a server is enough in our terminal. That will come along with the client in our Ubuntu. Okay, and while we are doing a secure installation means this is actually a process. Okay, it is not installation happening. We will give the above. We will tell how our accessibility to our server should be. Okay, we can say like. Password we can give, or we can say like whether you wanted to remove some tables, or you have to give remote login. Remote login means if somebody Okay, I have installed my server in my machine. Okay, in my VTE. If somebody else has to access it, then that whether you have to give the provision for that. If somebody else means some other machine. Say if in another lab one person want to access your server and get the data, so that provision and all you can do it using the MySQL secure installation. Okay, actually while we were doing this yesterday, we get some problem giving the password. Okay, so what they are saying is there was error like root at local host. Okay, why local host? Local host is uh, the machine which I am going to use for installation, that is called as the local host. Okay, and the user is the root user. Root user is not allowing to create the password for my for is not allowing to give the password for my MySQL. Okay, so what I did, there was some alter command is there, I googled through it. Through it I gave the password and it allowed me to take the password. I will put that steps also in the PPT. Now I will show that steps also. So what I request everyone is, if you have connected with your machine, please open it and start installing it along with me. Don't wait later on. MySQL is fine. And my very humble request in Hadoop is, do the installation along with me. Okay, because there you will for Hadoop, you will not installation, it is all configuration in Hadoop it will come. Okay, if you take it later on, you will always face a problem. In last batches and all, they didn't do it along with us. They were doing it later on, and during the examination you need the setup. Okay, while you are doing practicals, obviously you need the setup. So they will be like a suffering at the end moment. They want to install it, doing it again and again. So please do the installation and keep it with you. If you have your own laptop, it is fine, and if it is with at least 8 GB of RAM, it will suffice everything. Like you can put Oracle VirtualBox, or you can put Ubuntu. You can run any all the applications. Okay, Hadoop and all. If it is less than 8, then it will the machine will hang. It will not be good. Otherwise, use the VTE lab. Okay, why I ask you to have your own laptop and all this setup is, anyway after the classes also VTE will not be available to you, but you can use the your own machine, right? If you're going to keep working and practicing on Hadoop environment, that's the reason. Okay, okay, I will go switch to installation. Any doubts till now from yesterday's class? No, right? Okay, then I will share my screen. MySQL will be easy. Okay, it is only the commands you have to understand. Not even understand, just keep practicing it. You will remember. Every day you will have a lab in that. One lab is pending in Java. I will put it. All the materials for the Java I have uploaded. Okay, you can check that. If anything is missing, let me know. I will check it and put. Okay, so yesterday I was doing the installation. It installed. Okay, I'll show the steps. So I will again start with the steps. Okay, first you will control. Please log into your machine. If you want time, I will wait for you to open your machine and log in. Uh, Venkana Babu, Subrata Rai sir, Saurav, Rahul, Aman. Ma'am, when Java test result will be declared? You want the result? It is practice only. Now I give you the answers. You check the results. Okay. I will put it. Okay. In this week only I will put it. It's still open only. Maybe whoever not done can do. Please do it from secure installation part. Okay. And there is should be one practical test. Can you all take it next week? Java, or if you can take it on 9th also, I can give. Next week, when it will take? Monday? It will be good if you finish Java and we move on. Practical I want to give. If you take theory also, it is fine. Graded theory. Okay, sir. Both you will not, you will be exhausted, no, to write it. Okay, you nobody told me like how was the test. You have told people connected online. You didn't tell me how was the test, and was the 100 questions was fine for 2 hours. Were you able to complete it? It will be actually 3 hours. It will be there minus 2 hours. I gave. Okay, practical I will keep first. Then theory we will take it later. Next week will be practical. I'll announce the date. Okay. Okay, we will continue our class now. So first you will do an update. Okay. So in update everyone would have done. And then next step. This is a comment. Okay. This is a comment. You might be knowing it. I think by now. It was little hard to finish in 2 hours. Okay. Yes, it will be. Yes, I understand. Anyway, it is for practice only. So you keep practicing later also. I'll keep it open so that you can download the questions and you can do it later. Or I will give the answers likewise only in a PDF file highlighted with the answers. So you can use that PDF file for graded exam. For the final exams also it will be useful. Okay. Okay, update we have done. Then after that, it is installation of the MySQL. So this is the command you have to use. Okay, so, sudo apt-get install MySQL server. I comment this because this also we have done. Okay, okay. So while doing secure installation, there was a problem. So for that, I have done another step. Just a moment. Okay, I will see that and I will put. Just a moment, I will paste you the command. Okay. Anyone remember that command? I forgot actually. Just a moment. I will take it. Yeah, secure installation, it will not happen. You can try it. Enter, do secure installation because now I tried it will not show error. For you, people will show error. Can you paste it what the error is in the command line? Okay. Give this command. That one is sudo. This command sudo something is going. Okay. Sudo MySQL secure installation underscore secure installation. If you try to give this command, okay, this one, it will ask you to enter the password. Okay, if you enter the password, it will throw some error. That error only I'm checking. What is that? Can you say again, Prakash? What is that error? Set the password was 1 minute. Set password has no significance. Okay, got it. Okay, what you have to do for that is you have to give this command for that. Okay, I will put that in the this one. This is the command you have to give. You come out of this security, you go to a new terminal, open a new terminal. Okay, type this one: alter user root at localhost, identify same like this, identified with my native password. For this one, no, this password thing, you can give whatever the password you wanted to give. This one you can give any password like September, your password at 1 to 3, anything we wanted to give, you can give it. Okay, this you type it in your terminal. I will show where to type. In a new terminal you can type it like like this. I will type it here, you also type it, everyone. Alter, it can be small letter, it is case insensitive. Okay, I will later explain you what it is actually doing it. Okay, it is actually we are trying to set the password outside of the secure installation because it is not allowing me to access the root user. Okay, some privilege problem, so I am setting it outside, identified with a MySql underscore native underscore password by any password. Here it will be visible actually. Yesterday I gave some password, you can give any password for yours. Okay, semicolon. Okay, you type this, I have already given a password. You are all following, right? Please do that. This is your password, any password whatever you wanted to give. Okay, this is done. Okay, for others please do it. And which Elven you are connected through mobile, Amen, are you doing it? Or it's just easy installation, you can do it later also, but don't have this practice for other things. Okay, Rahul, are you doing it? Saurav, are you doing it? Venkana Babu, are you doing it? Just reply so that I move on. No, I don't have to wait. I'm not sure whether you are doing it or not. Manikandan sir, are you doing? Maria? Oh, share your screen. No, share your screen. There is an option share down. Okay, I will check it. Yes, semicolon is needed, sir. Okay. Prakash is also facing that error. Alter command is not found. Okay, I'll take the control. Okay, ask to control request. Okay, I'm taking the control of his mission, and I will see something. Okay. Sudo. I just see whether status is running. CTL status MySql. It is active running. Hmm. Sudo. It's that's okay. I think it's not a problem with that. Alter user root at what I can give, I will give like this only. You change it if you want later on. There will be option. Alter command does not contain. Is this because this engine is on? Client and all something it is trying. Alter. Please, just a moment. I'll come. ஐபிடியில் சார் ஆல்டர் சார் அவர் ஒரு வேலை கொடுத்துருக்காரு. இல்ல முடிக்கல, நான் இப்பதானே ஆரம்பிச்சேன்.
Okay, ma'am will check the error and let you know. So you can go for a break for 5 minutes. So she will be back soon. Okay.
Start the recording. Sorry, I got some work. You're all there, right? Everyone is there. Okay. So that secure installation is giving some problem, I think. Uh, so we don't do that one. That is actually why we have to do is I'll show you. It will ask for some option. Actually, alter command it is saying it is not found. Uh, I will tell you, show you why, what it will do. Okay. So, but now we can, it is for security purpose only. We skip that because there is some problem that I will see, fix it and I will let you know. So when I do MySQL, I don't have any problem. I think in your missions there is some dependency is happening. So it is giving when I do sudo MySQL secure installation. Okay, this is mission password. This password, enter password for the root user root. Okay, this is the MySQL password that I have set it. So that I will give here. Okay, it is change the password. It is asking. I don't change it. Okay, enter. So these are the things it will come. It will say remove anonymous users. If you have any other users, somebody has logged in or likewise, if you want to remove, see, since we have installed first, it will not have any anonymous user. So we can give the option as n. So this is what it will go through. Okay, MySQL secure installation, and it will disallow root login remotely. It means anyone else other than you root user, say if users creation you would have seen in Linux, right? Other users are like for MySQL also you can create separate users. Okay, other users are like Jcody as a user, or somebody like Aman as a user who is trying to log in remotely from any other place. Not in this mission only, if from another mission also, using the IP, if is trying to access it, then whether we have to allow it or not. Okay, that security option you can give. Now I can give yes or no, no problem. I'll give yes. It depends on you. Okay, remove test databases to and access to it. Test databases means temporarily it will create some databases that it is asking to remove it, or some databases which somebody has created or not. This secure installation part anytime you can run it. Okay, so now we don't have anything, so I will give no. We are not going to remove anything. And the reload privileges table now. The privileges table means there will be like user permissions tables will be there. I will show you. Okay, administrator privileges table will be there. Those things we wanted to reload it. No, we don't want to do that, so I will give no. Okay, that's all. These are the steps, security steps which we have to go through. But alter command is not working directly for you people. See, for me it is okay. It is not working for me also. But yesterday it worked. I think some update is giving some problem here. Okay, got it. What is the problem? The problem is we have to go to the MySQL prompt and do it. Not here. Here it will not work. No, it is an alter command of MySQL. It will work. Work agli. Okay, I'll show you how you go to MySQL prompt. Okay, so secure after secure installation, what you have to do. Okay, leave that part. What you have to do is this one. Uh, you can check your status whether MySQL is running or not. Okay, how do you check it? My sudo, see that is sudo systemctl. Okay, status. This is a process. Okay, this will give the status of the your MySQL status MySQL. Okay, so if you type this, it will show whether it is active or running. You can stop the server and start the server also. It is a MySQL service process. Okay, and it is a server one which is running state, active state. Server is operational. Okay, actually that alter command you have to create it in the MySQL prompt. So how do we go into MySQL? Sudo MySQL -u root. Okay, this command you have to remember it. Using it as a root user, you are going to go. So that's why I'm giving sudo. Okay, switch the user to the root, sudo permission, and it is a MySQL server. We have to go. -u means username. Username is root. Okay, -p if you give, it will be like it will ask for the password. Okay, but for now, you people didn't set the password, right? So don't give -p. -u root only you give. You have typed enter it, access denied because I have given password. See, this is the prompt, MySQL prompt I'm saying. You have got it, Prakash got it, others got it. Maria, you have got it. Don't do that alter command. That shouldn't be done. That's a stupid mistake I made. That shouldn't be written outside. It should be in the prompt. Okay, though that alter is a SQL command. SQL command that how the terminal will understand. That's why it is giving error. Okay. So, Subrata Roy, sir, you have logged into a MySQL prompt. Aman, you have logged in. Arul, can you log in? What is the error? See, this is the command you gave, no? SQL my sudo MySQL -u root. Okay, sir. So here you type that alter command. Alter whatever I told, no? That command you type it here. Yeah. Here, what you want to show status checking command. Status checking command is 1 minute. All are there in the PPT. Okay, you will status checking command is this one. Okay, then afterwards you people didn't set password yet, so just directly log into MySQL. Likewise, this is the prompt it will show. Okay, in this only you're going to write your commands. I will type it. I will Okay, then you type this alter command. I am typing in the chat box. Everyone, you can type it. Give your own password. Um, I'll just come. Okay, there is a error. The Arul Raja is saying. I'll see. Sorry about that. I was checking here. Kiro, okay. Password you have changed, right? Whatever the password. Ma'am, MySQL installation I did, but it is asking password I give 123, but re-password. Venkana Babu, what you do is, can you share your screen, MySQL? Your password does not work. Can you share your my screen, Venkana Babu, if possible? Error your password policy. Sir, 1 minute, sir. I will come back to you. Okay. Uh, I will ask for the control. Okay. I could not go to the end. Can you give me the control, please? Venkana Babu, you can give me the control so that I can change in your machine. It will show you somewhere like again. I will request ask to control. Okay, fine. Okay, what I will do is I'll take a new terminal. Okay, in this sudo MySQL secure installation. Okay, yes, one. What password you wanted to give? Venkana Babu, what password you wanted to give? You can type it to me privately. I will give it here if you don't want others to see. Or I will give it. Okay, maybe later on you can change it. Okay, okay, I will give it. Yes, yes, whatever I have given it for me, I will give. Password does not match. Okay, it is always giving this problem. Password at 123. Password at. I tried in this one. Okay, okay, this way it is not working. For that only what I told is we go to a terminal. Okay, this will not work. We go to the new terminal. Then we will go to our sudo MySQL prompt. Okay, hyphen u root. Okay, when sir you have done it, I think it's fine. Please don't forget the password. Okay, so with this, because every time you log in, you have to give the password. It will ask for the password. Right now, this is the way you can log in. I have not given any password, no, so it is logging in. If you set the password, it will ask you for the password. So in this, I will give alter command for Venkana Babu user root. My root now is a root at localhost and identified with MySQL native underscore password. So Venkat Babu, you know this. This is your password. I'm giving password one. Same password as mine. Okay. Semicolon. Enter. It is giving some error, I think. Okay, some mistake in my code. Okay. Okay, again it is asking me to type alter table, not table, alter user root root at colon localhost. This apostrophe I missed that time. Identified with MySql underscore native underscore password by password one. Okay, all are right now. Okay, fine. Enter it. Does not satisfy the current policy. So what I will do, I will put your password likewise. Copy, paste it at one, maybe 1 2 3. You can remember it. Password at 1 2 3 is your password. So enter it. It is taken. Okay. Now the password is taken. Now you can work here itself. Otherwise, if you are going to log in, exit this. Okay, it is saying exit by. How you can log in now into your machine is alter, sorry, sudo, because you are going to log in as a root user only. Why? Because certain commands, no, by creating users and all, if you don't log in as a root user, it will not give allow permissions. That's the reason I'm asking you to log in as root user only. Root user will have the administrative permission also. Okay. Sudo MySQL. How to log into MySQL prompt is sudo MySQL hyphen u will say this, which is the user, and hyphen p. You are not giving, you can give password here itself. Okay, in this place itself you can give password. Otherwise, you hyphen p, enter it, it will ask for password. Okay, this time I will type your password word at 1 2 3. Okay, please don't forget the password, then it will come to the prompt. Okay guys, there was a little issue with the secure installation. Actually, you people didn't do anything in the secure installation, I think. Later also you can go through that and see what are the steps you can do it. Okay, it is not mandatory, but if you are an administrator, then you may need to know it. That's all. Okay, now I will share my screen and I will show you some of the commands which we can see into that. Okay. Now if you go with your password, what you have given, it will ask whether you have to change it. You no need to change it, no? Then okay, it will work. It is like setting up some values into that. Okay. Okay. Now I will share my screen. Okay. And then so we will see some of the commands um in our MySQL. Okay, everyone, you can go into the prompt. Okay. Okay, so you will be in this prompt. Likewise, exit. Okay, exit is the command to come out of my SQL, or exit semicolon. You have to give it. Okay, exit semicolon or exit is the command to come out of the MySQL prompt. Okay, and how do you go into the MySQL prompt? Sudo MySQL hyphen u root hyphen u mentions username, okay, and hyphen p is like we are going to give the password. Even if you don't give hyphen p, it will ask for the password. You can try that option because we have set the password for the root user, no, for accessing the MySQL server. So it will ask for the password. So enter it. So password, this is the Nilet password. This is the username, Nilet username's password it is asking. So I'll give one default password. Then afterwards, 1 2 3, it is entering, asking the enter password of the MySQL server which we have given it. So I have given my password, so I'm entering that. It has gone into it. So after this, to see which user you have logged in, actually how to write MySQL commands is, will be like, it will be always ending with a semicolon, okay. Everything, it's like a Java commands only. If you can see the commands, alter command, if you have seen, no, those things, see, this is one commands, okay, like a create database command, everything will end with the semicolon, okay. Then only this server or the MySQL engine will understand that this is a single command. If you don't end with a semicolon, what it will think is, it will think as a continuously there are more lines present, okay. And likewise, so what I will do, I will show you which user is the user. Okay, show user, open and close braces. Show users command is there. You people can note it down. Okay, anyway, I will share it some. Okay, a document is also there. That also I will share it. But some of the commands also you can keep it. Show user command is wrong, I think. This command you can say, or you can say the statements. This is not the show user. It is select user. Okay. Select user. Some mistake I'm doing. Okay, select the user, open and close braces. Okay. See, it is saying which is the user. Okay. Later on, after some time, we will also learn to add how users to the MySQL server. It means other than a root user, you can give individual users to the MySQL server who can have access to the server. Server means data is stored in the server that they can access it. Okay. So in that time, you will have the user's name as many. Actually, what it is showing is, it is a table, actually user table. In that there is only one value which is root at a local host, that it is showing. Okay. No, this is the SQL command. Okay, we can also call this as SQL command. This command shows who are the current users of the server. So here there is only one user, which is nothing but the root. So before that, I will also show database. Okay, databases, I think show database. Show databases, there is something. See, so show databases, whatever the default databases which are present in the MySQL, no, that databases it will show it. Okay, whatever, we can create our own databases. These are like what we call administrative databases. It will contain some information about the users creation and many things. Okay, so these databases are inbuilt databases. You can also create your own database, and you can create tables inside the databases, and you can use it. Okay, say for example, if I want to see what are the tables inside a database is a collection of tables. Okay, tables is nothing but a collection of values inside that. So okay, if I want to see some uh, the tables inside any of the databases, there are four databases here. What you can do is, you can use the database. Okay, use, say for example, I go to MySQL. I wanted to see what are the tables inside the MySQL database. Then MySQL. Okay, and semicolon, every statement, every command should end with a semicolon, then only it will execute it, the engine will execute it. Enter. So it is saying the database is changed to MySQL. Okay, it uses that MySQL databases. Now you can list the tables inside the MySQL database. List table command is just a moment. I actually forgot. Mm, show tables directly. You can give show tables. Okay. So this MySQL. Okay, which database I have used? I have used MySQL, and it is showing all the tables in MySQL. Okay, MySQL. This is a database. Okay, in that database, all these tables are present. Okay, so furthermore, if I wanted to use the see the tables inside SYS or performance schema, okay, what we can do, we have to switch to that database. Okay, then only the control will be in that database. Okay, say for example, use performance schema. Okay, see, you don't have to type every time completely, guys. Okay, I will give use tab. If you press, it will take it automatically, same like in your command line. Okay, use performance schema, enter. Now database is changed. Okay, then you can see the tables. The command to show the tables is show tables. Okay, show tables, enter. It will show all the tables present in which schema, that performance schema. Tables in performance schema, likewise you can see it. These are all inbuilt databases. In the databases, these are the tables present. Okay, it is like my screen is visible. No? Here is the pen. This is like, yes, Prakash, tell me. See, databases, there were two databases which is present, MySQL and performance. We are going to see it. Okay, first we wanted to use the particular database, whichever tables here. It will be like a MySQL database. You can imagine like this. It's a complete. Okay, this is a database. In that, many tables are there with rows and columns. Okay, likewise, you can imagine table 1, table 2, table 3. All this table, how do we list it? We can list it using show tables. Okay, show tables command. Show databases will show all the databases present in your server. Okay, MySQL server. Okay, fine. And I have selected use MySQL, right? Use MySQL, this one. In order to switch to the performance database, then you will do use performance. Okay, it will automatically switch it. Okay, so in which database we are currently in, that we can see it this way. Select database command. If you give select database, open and close braces command, this will show you currently which database you are using. Okay, I would recommend everyone to note the commands. I will give the notes anyway, but if you write it and keep it with you, it will be like no need to remember it anytime. Okay, ma'am, sudo mysql -u IPB is asking. Sir, I did not understand your question. Sir, you were able to log into your MySQL except sudo mysql -u IPB are working. It will work. This command is to log into your prompt, MySQL prompt. This we call it as a prompt. Okay. Sudo MySQL -u root. You are saying like I wanted to log into my MySQL client or MySQL prompt as a root user, and I have a password for that. -p is password. It is not working, sir. This command is not working for you. Already logged in, ma'am. Yeah, it's okay. No need to give then. Once you have logged in, you can write whatever the commands I am giving. No, that once you have logged in, no need to log in again. Here you cannot type that. That is a terminal command. This will not work here. Sudo MySQL. This will not work, sir. Here. hyphen p. Okay. Okay, this is the commands. So what further we will do is we will uh, create a database. Okay, create a database and we will use the database name. So how to create a database? Control L. Okay, I will actually exit from this. No need to exit, but why I'm exiting is I was already using a database. No, so plainly I will go. It is asking for password. Password I am giving. Access denied. Okay, now I logged into MySql. Now what I will do, I want to create a database. See, first of all, you wanted to store any information. You think that you wanted to store the student information or as what else is that, or employee information. Then in that case, you have to create a table, right? So these are the commands to create. Where is it? Yeah, this is the commands to create a database. First, you will create a database. Inside it, you can have a table in that. Okay, many number of tables you can create it. Create a database, how you can do? This is the command. Create database. These are keywords. Okay, database name, whatever you want to give, you can give. Create database student name. Okay, so once the database is created, you have to use that database, that is use student. Then you can create a tables inside that database. Okay, so this option I will show it now, how to create a database and how to create tables. Okay, where is my VTE? So I will create a database. We saw no databases. Create. No, no, I we can. It is okay even if you are in a database also. You can create a database. Yeah, it will not go. It will not be like inbuilt nested databases. It will not create. Like if you are in a database, it will not create a database inside a database. It will always be like outside only. Or yeah, everything will be in the server only. Okay, inside it will not go. So I will create a database. Create a database. This is the command, and database name I will give it as student only. End with a semicolon. Okay. Only if you end with a semicolon, it will execute this command. Okay, guys. So enter it. It is saying query okay, one row affected. One row affected means in the complete databases, one row is affected likewise. And the time it executed the query, it is giving this. Okay, this is the structured query language. This is the query which you are writing it. Okay, so I will see whether the database is created or not. So how do we see the databases? Show database. What does it mean is, I will tell you. Okay, the table is affected, I will tell you. Show databases. See, actually the student table is here. Okay, this itself is a table, Prakash. It one row affected means in this table a row, each one is a row. Okay, each one is a tuple. Here we are having only one column, which is the name database, right? That's what it is saying, one row is affected. Okay, that's what it is saying, one row is affected. Yes, see here it's saying no, 5 rows in a set. Okay, so how do we see the database which we have created, which is nothing but show databases? There is a student. So if you want to create a tables for this student, or you wanted to modify the value or create do multiple tables creation and all, first you have to use this database. So what we will do, use student. Our database name is student, so I will give use student. Okay, semicolon. Okay, enter. It is saying database changed. Okay, say for example, use a student I give. I don't give semicolon. What it will do, you can see. Oh, changed is there. Okay, that I will show you later because it is not giving any error for me. Otherwise, it will ask for prompt. Prakash, you had seen, no? Semicolon, if you don't give, it will keep, it will not end the execution. Yeah, next line it will enter it. Okay, till now it is fine for everyone. Then I will show how to create a table. All the data structures, how you have to use to create a table, we will see it tomorrow. Okay, how to create a table I will show. Is this fine till now for everyone? Okay. Okay, create table, we will see one command. Not this one. Okay, this itself I can show. So why do we have to create a table? Because how do we store a data? Data is stored in a database MySQL as a table only. That's the reason. This is the command to create a table. Okay, create table. Table name you will give. Okay, this one is a table name. Here ages is the table name. And what are the fields? Fields is nothing but that attributes. Column names you wanted to give, that you will give, and that data type of it, that also we give. So data type you have already come across in all the languages like R, and R also data types are there, right? R, Python, and Java. So now you understand what is a data type is. So in order to store your any value or any value under a column, you should specify what type it should be, whether it should be an integer type or a string type or a date type or a small integer type, or whether it is taking less space or whether it is a character. So all this information during creation of the table itself you can give it, or you don't have to give it also. Later also you can alter and use it. Alter we will not see it now. So what we will see is how to create a table. Okay, so what I will do, I'll go to my uh, MySQL. Okay, for now I will create a table. So create, Control L. Here you can see create table, table name. Table name I will give it as table name itself, or student info. This is a student table, right? Student info. So I will try to give it two fields. Okay, two fields are like student ID, student. This are all you can give it as per your need. Okay, there is no convention followed as in Java. Okay, you can give it in any ways. I'm just giving like a student I with a capital, anything you can give. Student ID type I will say it as an integer type. We will see about this data types tomorrow. Okay, student information, and student name I will give. Just then this is I will give it as a string. String in MySQL is consider is given as varchar. Okay, varchar or character. String of type, how much character it has to take. I am giving it as 20. This will explain it tomorrow. Okay, this is string. Name will be string, right? Like a Jayakodi or Prakash or everything is a string, right? So that's why size, number of characters. Integers also you can give the size, like say I can give the size saying like only 4 integer you take it, 4 bytes you take it, 4 is bytes. Okay, 4 bytes you will take. Then only default of integer is of 4 bytes only, right? So how much space it will take, uh, uh, that it, I mean true, not two. 4 bytes means 32 bits. 32 bits, that size range is there, no? Minus 32 something to size, that size range it will take. Okay, 2 power 32, I think. 2 power 32 or something. I mean, that you can see. Integer will take this much. Yeah, 2 power 32 it will take. Okay. This range it will take, whichever is here. Uh, string you have to specify the size by defaultly. Integer 4, if I give 4 it will take only 4 characters, I think. 4 characters means 4, not bytes. This I will confirm tomorrow. Okay, today I'm not giving any size for integer, tomorrow I will confirm. Okay, then student name I'm giving, and the student age also we will give like a integer of type, what I'm saying, integer. So this is how you will create a table. What you will give here is uh, create table. This is table name, okay, and the fields, that is the attributes or the column names of the table. Okay, this is how you are creating a table. I'll semicolon close this. So what does it mean here is I am creating a table. It means like this is the student table. In the student table I'm having the fields. Field names as student ID, name, and age. Only three are there. This I have not given. Okay, this like this. Later on I will add values for each student. Student ID 1, some name, okay, like Prakash, and student ID 2 as Arul Raja, and some age like 25, 25, like this we can insert the values into the table. This is what, like, you can imagine this way. Okay, so I have created a table. The table, it is what happened. See, if you go press up arrow, it will recall all the previous commands which you have run. Okay. Down arrow, likewise, you can use it. Recall means whatever the previous commands which you have run it, that it will do. I think create table is not happened. Create table has not happened. So I will copy and paste it again because I gave control C. What happened? That's why it didn't take it. Copy it, paste it. So enter it. Now it is saying 0 rows affected. Rows, because we are not adding any values, only the table is created, student info. So we are in which database? Select database will tell you. Database will tell you I am in which database. If I forgot it, okay, I am in the student database. Okay, what are the tables created? Show tables. Okay, it will show only one table is created, which is student information. Okay, columns, how we can see is there is a describe command is there. Describe table name. Okay, that will tell you what are the columns. It will tell you the structure of your table. Okay, it will describe your table. See, these are the columns in your table: student ID, student name, and student age as the fields, column fields in your table. You can only database, you are inside the database, not inside a table. You cannot go inside a table. No, if you are outside the database, see, I cannot see the information of sys database tables. I cannot see it. Only if you are inside the database, that tables you can see it. And how you will see it? You can give describe the table name, which table you want to describe. This can be given in a this small type also. DSC student info. Okay, both are same. Okay, you can give describe student info or DESE student info. Okay, short form of describe. Both are same. It is showing what are the tables. Okay, I will insert one value into that and I will show you. Then later on we will continue the rest tomorrow. Okay, insert, there is a command insert into table. I'll explain this one, but in detail we will see it further tomorrow. Okay, student is the table name. Okay, what I am doing is like we have created a table and we have given the fields for the table while creating the table itself. Now we have to insert values into the table, right? How I have to give? There is an insert command. Okay, where is that? It is not here in this. Okay, it is there in the another one. Okay, it is not there. Tomorrow I will show that one. Insert into, this is the table name you have to give. Okay, insert into table name. What are the Fields of the table is a student id. Okay, student id comma student name comma student age. Okay, so what are the values for each of that values you have to give? And you can give as 101 comma, we can give the name like Prakash. See, strings should be given in a double quotes. Okay, same like in Java also, any other language. And the numbers you can give it in uh, without normally without double quotes. Okay, so this is the command. Here I'm writing insert into which table you are going to insert. What are the field? There are different ways to insert. Okay, you don't have to give the fields also, that I will show it tomorrow, but today I'm giving you the field names also. Field name is student id, I is capital, and the name and the age. For those, what are the values I'm giving? 101, and name of the student and the value entered. Okay, age of the student. So I enter it. It is saying one row is affected. It means one row is added into the table. Okay, guys. Database. Why zero rows affected? It is should be one row affected. Now you can see the difference, sir. Now only I have added the value into the table. Okay. For that reason, I will show you. I will create one more. See, if you see, if okay, I have added a value into the table. How I can list and see the table? Okay, how I can see where the how the value is added? There is a command like select star from table name. Table name is student information. Okay, if you give select star from student information, see it is giving only one row. Whatever the value for the ID 101, name Prakash, and age 25. Okay, it is giving that value. Why it is zero rows affected, I will tell you, sir. Because that time we have not added any student information. See, I create a table, create table demo. Okay, or sample table. Okay, at least in that I will give ID int. Okay, see, I have created a sample table with one ID. It was throwing error because it is asking me to create at least one ID. Oh, sorry, one field. Okay, for one attribute. So I have created it. Then it is saying zero rows affected. If you list and see the table, select star from table is sample. Okay, see, it is empty set. It is not having any values inserted. Okay, sir, that's why it is saying zero rows affected. Only table is created, table structure is created that you can see like this. DEC describe sample. I'm using short form because you need to type every time, no? So, புரியல. Am I audible? No. Guys, am I audible? Audible சொல்றாங்களே. Others? Audible. Okay, so structure of the table is created. This is the structure of the table, and this is the only table is created. No value is added. That's the reason it is zero rows affected. Okay, one only once you insert the values using insert command, it will get added. Then every time, if you see here, I added only one value. You can add multiple values in a single insert command itself. Then it will be like two rows, three rows affected. It will say. Okay, so all these things tomorrow we will see. So I think everyone is ready with their installation. Hereafter it will be very interesting. Okay, if you are new to MySQL and all, because it is only commands and you can see the changes what is happening on. And that's all. This is how it will go. uh, Tomorrow, from tomorrow you can take a lab, and next week you will have a Java practical test. Okay, in some of the time in the month I will give another theory graded test. Okay. And one exercise I wanted to give in Java, I think collection people are doing it. I'm not sure whether you're submitting the assignments, but you can take it. One. Okay, any doubts you can ask me. Please do the registration, student registration, and complete it. Okay, within 15th, I think sir would have told, Vignesh sir would have told, complete it and keep it with you. And one more announcement is like in the afternoon, maybe I will start today or probably by tomorrow I will start the Hadoop classes. Hadoop classes, uh, introduction with the installation will may go 1 or 1.5 weeks. Okay, cluster installation and single node installation. So we will start parallelly. It is already late, so we will start it. Okay, any doubts you can ask me, otherwise you can leave. Thank you all.